Jim Legler was on yesterday, and he said that he's watching the body language. And he said during timeouts, they're not talking to each other. Like there's no spirit there. There's nobody who's sort of,
Yeah.
getting in somebody's face here. And they've had those players in previous years. They just don't have that now. But I wonder, what do you do in the offseason?
A lot, right? And I think Legs is right. I think what we're seeing, right, Dan, is you're seeing a team that had championship expectations be confronted with the reality that they might not even be the 10th best team in the West, and it's jarring. And it has been, let's wait, like you said, we'll wait to the end of December. This has been their approach on a lot of things, at least publicly, is like, well, let's wait and see where we're at once we're healthy. Let's wait and see where we're at once we get some continuity. Here we are with 20 games left in the season, and it doesn't seem, it seems it's impossible to imagine that they'll get either of those things. As far as the offseason goes, dealing with the Russell Westbrook issue seems like it'll be at the very top of the list, right? Best for both parties, I think, probably to figure out a solution. Now it's gonna like the Lakers are gonna have to pay for that. It's not a simple like let's find a team that wants Russ. Like they're gonna have to sweeten that deal. They're gonna have to use draft picks to kind of start to dig out of the hole that they're in. But they've probably got to dig out of the hole. And then I think secondarily, a coaching change seems likely. The Lakers have kind of said that, with a half-hearted extension, with kind of letting Frank Vogel dangle a little bit here during this season. I mean, they've sort of made their feelings known there. And I think, again, another situation probably for best for both parties. Like there's going to be there'll be big changes. This team has to look differently next year, Dan. Here's the crazy thing. I'm not convinced they'll look that much better.
Well, I wonder if LeBron knows the clock is ticking. He wants to win at least one more championship. And he's got to look around and go, can I win a champ? Do you think LeBron can win a championship in the next couple of years there in Los Angeles?
I mean, not without a certain level of luck that hasn't been there, right? Like, I mean, he's going to have to continue to defy age on the court, but he's going to have to stay on the floor, right? LeBron has missed a lot of time this year. His running mate is Anthony Davis. And so you need Anthony Davis on the court. Like these are big ifs when you talk about the Lakers. If Anthony Davis was healthy, if LeBron James keeps playing at this level, I mean, next season LeBron will be 38. The year after that he'll be 39. And eventually you would think like that. I mean, maybe we're already starting to see some of those things slow down, the swollen knee. The ankle injuries seem kind of freakish, but he's had other things, a groin injury that he's dealt with, like these soft tissue injuries that tend to kind of suggest older age. I think that is obviously, those are huge ifs. Can it happen? I mean, they have a puncher's chance. I mean, they are, I was talking to a scout last night and it's like, they are as born on third base of a team as anybody, right? Because they have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And it's sort of why, despite all of this stuff, you talk to teams around the league, nobody still wants to play them. They don't want to see them in the play, and they don't want to see them in the first round of the playoffs because they have these two guys, and these two guys are unquestionably great players. Is this a great team? No, not close.